Hey guys, today I'm back at my local pond, gonna try some freshwater fishing. I'm gonna start off with a topwater lure and then move to some slower lures as it gets more into the day. Then I also have some big worms and some smaller worms to try and get some catfish and bluegill, and maybe we'll get lucky and catch a golden shiner too. So I'm gonna start off with this, the Strike King Sexy Dog. Just gonna cast it out. Hopefully something comes up to the top and grabs it. Missed it again. Casting it over to the other side of the pond where all the pond scum is. And this bass has missed it twice. Oh, there he is. I got him. Yeah. I don't think he's very big. No. Not very big. There we go, guys. First fish of the day. It's not that big, but it's a fish to start off the day. I would say about maybe 7 casts in, I got him. Just got my first fish of the day. Just gonna keep casting over there. Hopefully there's another one with him. I'm just walking the bait across the top of the water, letting it sit for a second or two, and then walking it. Just trying to get fish to have a reaction strike to it. And then in a little bit I'll move to a slower bait, like a worm. And then I also have some live worms that I shoveled up this morning. I got a lot of big ones and then some smaller ones. So I'll use the big ones to put deeper down, try and catch a catfish, and then use the smaller worms to just catch giant bluegill that are sitting on beds over to my right. We'll go over there a little later. The bluegill are like about 8 inches, which are pretty big for around here. So hopefully we can get some of those and a few more bass. I can't get any more bites on the Sexy Dog, so now I'm going to use a Texas rig, and then with this I'm just going to let it sink down, twitch it a few, and then let it sink down again, and just slowly retrieve it back. ones, like this guy. And then I got these smaller ones. So I ripped off a piece of the big one. I'm just gonna take my hook. We're just gonna thread the worm right onto it. So here's what the bait looks like. The worm is threaded on. And you just come over here. Cast it out. When I moved over to where the bluegill are, I already got one. Oh, actually, it's a bass. A very small bass on the worm. That is unexpected. Usually, bass don't really bite worms. But I'll take it. Not a bad bass. Kind of small. But on this light rod with a worm, I'll take it. Alright guys, so that's 2 bass today. One on the sexy dog, one on a live worm. Hopefully we can get some bluegill now. Very first cast with the worm and we catch a small bass. Definitely was not expecting that. Getting a bite. Got one. This guy doesn't seem very big. Oh, wow. Yeah. Little, tiny bluegill. That's 3 fish, 2 different species. This guy's probably 3 inches long, but it's a bluegill, so that's 2 different species now. Alright guys, like I said earlier, I have some bigger worms, so I put 3 big worms onto a hook. I'm going to try and catch some catfish out deep. Oh, something just moved as it hit the water. Now, we let this sit, and we'll try and catch some more bluegill. Alright, now I got the bluegill rod. Something swirled in front of me when I was putting the catfish rod out. Put this out there. Hopefully we'll get something. Oh yeah, right away. Oh yeah, I got him. Another big bluegill. Like me a little bit. But another pretty good sized bluegill. Like I said, these guys are about 8 inches right now. Hopefully we'll catch a few more while we wait for a catfish to come eat the bait. Fish on, guys. Oh yeah, I switched back to a topwater lure. This guy crushed it. Oh yeah. Wow, first cast. That is crazy. I was just slowly reeling it on the top. He just came and whacked it. I'll show you guys what I was using. This bait. So what it does is when you reel it in, this back part spins and it kicks up water so that it looks like an injured fish on the top trying to swim. First cast with it. stuff move out in the middle. So I'm like, alright, I'll pull up the catfish stuff. And I switched over. So that's 3 bass now. Oh, make that 4. Oh, he lost it. I just had one and he missed it. Another fish on the top water. Oh yeah. Oh, no! No! That was a giant! That was a big fish and I just lost him 5 feet from me. No. Oh, wow. Oh, it's a pickerel. That's what it was earlier. Oh, he's right here. Ah, gotcha. Nice. Oh, get back. Not a bad pickerel. Ah, very slimy. Hard to hold. But there he is. That's, I think, 3 bass. 3 or 4 bass. And not a bad pickerel. Gotta walk out and get him. Ah, don't worry, buddy. There he goes. Hands are all nasty now. Another fish on the topwater lure. Got the catfish one set out way out there. Hopefully we'll get another species. Guys, it's been about half an hour and I haven't gotten any bites. So I think I'm gonna call it quits and head home. But today definitely wasn't a bad day of fishing. Caught 5 or 6 bluegill, caught a few bass, and even caught a pickerel. So, alright, we have a few trips planned. Hopefully we're gonna go to the Quinnebog and try for some smallmouth. And maybe even take another trip out on the boat soon. Try and get some striper, maybe bluefish. So I'll try and get those videos out to you guys. And I'll see you in the next one.